this is where I stopped paying attention to the show, because the second they didn't kiss and Lana appeared on the screen, I jumped off the couch and started screaming at the television. I was actually legitimately screaming and yelling at the TV while my mother sat on the couch scared to death of me, because I was like running around the living room, jumping up and down, stomping my feet. I was having a tantrum. I was actually having a tantrum over the fact that Lois and Clark did not kiss, and Lana walked in and ruined everything. I was having a genuine, certified tantrum. I was one step away from rolling around on the ground, kicking my legs in the air and screaming. I think I even dropped to my knees and slapped the floor, and I was swearing at Lana, and I was calling her a bitch, and I feel kind of bad about that, but I was so upset, and like I said, this is when I stopped really paying attention to the show, because I was so pissed off. I cried. I was so emotional that Lana ruined a Lois and Clark kiss. As soon as, Doomsday came, I wasn't really watching. I was still kind of going, oh my god, they almost kissed and Lana ruined it. I didn't really pay much attention. I did start to pay attention to the hospital scene. Lana's in the hospital after Doomsday attacks. He injures Jimmy, kidnaps Chloe, and, various other people get injured along the way, including Lana. Surprise, surprise. Is there an episode of Smallville where Lana isn't in the hospital? Seriously, I think every episode she's in the hospital. How many times has the girl been shot or stabbed? I would actually like to know. I think I don't have season 1 or 2, so once I get those on DVD, I'm going to go through and actually count how many times Lana is shot, stabbed, had a gun pointed at her, something fell on her, gets knocked out, is unconscious. I'm going to count the number of times that Lana actually gets injured and compare it to the number of episodes she's in. I bet it's about 75 to 80% of the episodes she's in, she's injured. And I also want to know how many episodes of Smallville where the Smallville Med Center appears, or Metropolis Hospital, whatever. Someone's always in the hospital. The hospital makes so many appearances. I really want to know. Maybe are they sponsored by a hospital in real life? If they film there as many times as they possibly can, the hospital gets exposure. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like product placement for the hospital. Anyway, that's when I started paying attention again. Lois was sad, looking through the window. I think that's what it was. Anyways, and then her and Clark are talking. And she tells him that she's going to go to Star City. Why Star City? I don't know. With Jimmy, because that's where he needs to go to be medically repaired. Like I said, I don't know why it's in Star City. When they're in Smallville, they have to go to Metropolis to be saved. When they're in Metropolis, they have to go to Smallville to be saved. And now they're in Smallville and have to go to Star City. I don't know if that's because Oliver Queen is going to help save the day with his money. They didn't mention him. Though he was at the wedding, so I suppose it could be due to him. And he knew some doctor and flew Jimmy out. I don't know. But that scene was very sort of touching. They hug and it's sort of like, I'm gonna miss you, I love you, goodbye. Lois is really sad, you can tell. I think she's thinking Lana's back, so now her chances are definitely ruined. She wasn't quite sure that she even wanted to be with Clark, even though she loves him. But now she knows that, well, Lana's back, so all bets are off. She doesn't stand a chance. Which really, Lana versus Lois. I don't understand what the fascination with Lana is. She's whiny. She gets hurt all the time. She has no personality. And she's totally wrong for Clark. I don't understand what, not just his fascination, but everyone, fans, the writers, the old writers, everyone was in love with Lana Lang, and I can't understand why. It might just be because I don't like her, and so I can't see it, but still, I don't know what goes through people's minds when they say they like Lana. as opposed to Lois, who is chock full of personality. You know, she's feisty, she's humorous. I was really glad when they brought her onto the series because she was totally the comic relief. Now that Pete was gone, they needed somebody to bring some humor into the story. It can't all be drama. I mean, people would get sick of it and stop watching. So she definitely brings a bit of comedy. And she still gets into, you know, funny situations. Luckily, they don't have her as much getting injured and having Clark having to rescue her in that sense. I mean, she does get into trouble, which is Lois Lane. She is a troublemaker, and trouble seems to find her no matter what. And that's where Superman comes in to save her ass. I don't know. It's a very strange thing. So, like I said, I don't know why everyone likes Lana so much. I really hate her. It might be because her voice was so whiny in the first couple seasons. She did this, I don't know why Kristen did it, but she put on this fake voice that was really phony. I mean, maybe that was part of, because I know that Lana sort of felt like she was trying to be what everyone else wanted her to be. You know, she was the prom queen and the cheerleader and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, when that really wasn't her at all. And I understand that. I mean, especially in high school, you are always trying to be someone that you're not, what someone wants you to be, what everyone else thinks you are. Maybe that's why she had that little whiny, annoying princess voice, and then dropped it when she realized that's not who she was and she was going to be herself. I don't know. That's part of why I hate her so much, is that voice. It just drove me nuts. And the fact that Clark blindly loves her for no reason. Like I said, she has no personality. Lana has no personality. And even what could be construed as a personality, she is one moody bitch. Like, she goes from being sweet and caring to evil and kick your ass, and, like, she is all over the map. Like, get the girl a pill or something. But anyways, I don't know how Bride turned into discussing how much I hate Lana. But anyway, we're at the 15-minute mark now, so I'm gonna call it a night.